Today, there are many diseases for which we have no healing. 100% healing. Like asthma, kidney disease, liver disease, and many mental diseases. My friends, what you will do if you have this? Human beings are fragile, but there is an answer for all this. I will take you to the answer. According to the Bible, most of the destruction and plagues are because of sin of the people. Sin, S-I-N. Sin means God has given you some commandments. That means you have to do this or you don't have to do that. So if you don't follow the commandments, you are sinning. And sin is a spiritual force. It is done physically, it can be done mentally. So when you disobey God, you are in trouble. That means you may have curses, you may have no blessings. Listening to God brings blessing, not listening to Him brings the opposite. Hope you understand. So when I say sin, don't laugh. It's true. It's true in fact. Let me quote some instances from the very book Bible. Bible is a true book. Hope you all believe Bible. It has been tested by intellectuals. It has been put to test by time, and every time Bible was true. So a book which is truth, we can believe it. Okay, Bible has many instances where God has punished for the sin of the people. I will give you 2 or 3 instances. The first one is Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah is a city, and the sons of Sodom and Gomorrah were many. They were doing wrong things like adultery. They had prideness, arrogant, and overfed, not concerned about poor. They didn't help poor. God saw it and decided to destroy it. One of the main sin of Sodom and Gomorrah was homosexuality, which God doesn't like at all. It was a grievous sin, and the same thing is happening in this world at present. So God is going to check this world also. So if you commit grave sins, and if God's people give you warning and you don't listen and you don't repent, so there would be 100% destruction from God. What God did here was God sent 2 angels, and the people there wanted to rape them. It's true story. People there considered this as their lifestyle, sinning as their lifestyle. God destroyed the city in an unusual way. They may have thought they have food, they have security, they have military power, everything is there. Nobody can do anything. But when God acts, you can't do anything. God destroyed that city by bringing in fire and brimstone from heaven. They can't do anything. And everybody was dead, and only the people whom God loved, or the people who lived nicely, at least at their generation, God helped them, and that was Lot and his family. So what I am saying is that when you sin, maybe it's individual or a family or a group or a society or a country, God will definitely act, but definitely He will give you some time to repent, because He is a merciful God. God's way is actually different. God gives time for us to repent, but if we not listen, He will send the destroyer. Now let us talk about another instance from the Bible, and it was in the time of Noah. So I'll give you a quote from the Bible. What happened in the time of Noah? As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be also in the days of the sons of men. They ate and drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them. Luke 17:26-27. Now what happened in the time of Noah? People didn't care about God. They did all their physical activities. They ate, they drank, they married, and lived lived as usual. And destruction came, and they all were destroyed. That is also because of their sin, because they didn't follow the commandments of God. They lived only for themselves. And Noah preached for almost 120 years to the people to regret and told about the impending danger. They didn't amend the ways, and they were destroyed. This time it was flood. So God's way is different. He loves sinner and He hates sin, but He has the different methods to do the things. One pastor, I heard that he has 1 million different ways to help you. If you are in trouble. In the same way, He has 1 million different ways to destroy you if you don't listen to Him after repeatedly warning you. So this is what happened. If the sinner doesn't repent the acts, my brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, no humans can help you. Now this is what we see. People have forgot the eternal true God and started living their lives. Present generation, they don't have the fear of God. The dressing style, the dressing style is such that they attract sin. They don't obey their parents. Recently I heard parents killing their own daughter. Bribe is rampant for government offices, high offices. Killing and instances very high. The women are not safe. The people's trust on God has come down drastically. Most of them don't believe there is a God, and most of them live by disobeying the commandments of God. So even repeatedly informing them that there would be a destruction if you don't repent, especially by pastors and children of God. They don't give a heed for that. They don't listen to that. And ultimately I feel this corona is a way of God to check or to show the world that He can still destroy sin. Last year the corona came and we thought that we are safe, but now the second wave has come again. This is all because of our sin. You may be laughing. What is the connection with the sin? Yeah. If you believe God, if God is there, you can't live as you wish. You have to follow the God's commandment. Like a country is there, you have to follow the country rules. If you don't follow the country rules, the country will come and catch you and put you in jail. In the same way, you have to follow the universe law. That is, God is there, and you have to follow the commandments of God. And people don't follow it, God will definitely have destruction. So I just want to tell you that you have to repent. The whole world has to repent and come back to God. There are people who are living for God. Okay, good, great. They have to again live more purely. They have to be more humble, and they have to be more prayerful. That is there. But the people who don't know God should know God, the true God, Jesus Christ, and leave all the dirty things and come back to Jesus. And those who know Jesus but still do the wrong things, you should repent. Not only destruction is here, if God sends a destruction, we all will die. And talking about death is imminent. In either way we have to die.